everyone, I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And finally, it is time to go and talk with Nahida, and I really hope that what people told me is not true. I really hope that we will get some information about the noses, because I need to know. I really need to know. Also, this thing will disappear, so I have to read all of these. Event complete stick with patterns in a little walk home in the Phantasmal Pulse event. Event complete the bouncy chain reaction challenge in Dodoko's bomb rally ruckus in the Phantasmal Pulse event. An event achieve a combat rating of 10,000 in Judgment Witch Hunting Claim in Fantasy Realm performance in the Phantasmal Pulse event. There we go, I have done my job for the Bookworm Challenge. Okay. Oh, hi Mish, I hope you're having a lovely day. Mish, if I don't finish the quest now, it's impossible. I have to. I have to finish it now. I expected to finish very quickly and then I do Nicole's quest. I haven't done it this week. Look, I knew that the Archon quest would take a lot of time, but 4 days? 4 days of streaming? That's not what I expected. Yes, Mish, I did think I would finish it a long time ago. That is true. I have it recorded. I was so sure when I was talking about my strategy and how everything will go this week. I couldn't have been more wrong. I love the quest. I love it. I do think the conversations with some people could have been much shorter. But so much time. Okay. I want to know about the noses. They have to say something.
Traveler, Paimon!
What's going on here?
Nothing much. Nahida was just expressing concern for my physical and mental well-being.
I'm also very surprised that the core that is within the Wanderer didn't come into play like at all. I'm very surprised how everything went pretty uneventful for him. I was expecting the worst in many different ways, and none of them came true.
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that. We've both been very worried about you. Are you feeling alright?
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of breakdown. Truth is, I'm doing much better than you might imagine.
I would guess so. Literally none of the bad situations that I imagined him to get into happened. I wonder what was going through his head while he was realizing that they will have to fight with Dottore again. I bet that he has thought at least of some of the bad endings that I thought about.
If we can just get to the bottom of Dottore's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence. That's the sort of thing I excel at.
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like having you enroll in the Vahumana was a truly inspired move. I can really see the positive influence.
Oh my, Nahida sounds like such a proud mom.
Observe, a classic Sumeru specialty. Chalking everything up to education and learning.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dottore said to you was a way to manipulate your mind. Fortunately, you're no longer under his sway.
Can someone as old as me really continue to grow?
I guess we learn until we die.
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing, and it comes down to what standards you measure yourself by.
Do you remember when we met Scaramouche for the first time? Actually, by first time, I actually mean in Inazuma because I didn't play the event in which he's introduced for the first time. But imagine saying to Scaramouche, "You're a late bloomer." Oh my, he was going to end us then and there.
For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer, it sounds more like you consider yourself human.
However you see yourself, well done.
What happens if someone considers themselves human? I'm asking because... Hi Kamai, I hope you're having a lovely day. He was a nasty boy back then. I really wish I had played through that event in which he appears for the first time. I've seen like the video on YouTube. I bet it was awesome. However, I have actually a very big question here. Being human on Teyvat is actually very important. Like, the Heavenly Principles wants humans to be basically who Teyvat is for, right? And on top of that, when we were doing the trial with Nicole in Notcry, she specifically said that she needed 3 humans to do the task. So she didn't allow Inefa or obviously Flins to do that task because they were not human, obviously. But what makes one person human in Teyvat is my question. And if someone thinks that they are human, would Teyvat accept them as human? Oh, hi Mashu, I hope you're having a lovely day. Yes, actually the Traveler was accepted as human in that trial with Nicole. So she must be human even though she's not from Teyvat. And the world accepts her as human, right? It's very complicated. I really wonder if we'll ever get an answer for this. We should get an answer for this. We should get an answer for what is considered human one day. Dutore, when he was just Zandik, he was human, but his clones were apparently not human also. Okay, let's continue. I can't waste time today.
Alright, I see what you mean.
Anyway, what's your next step?
Traveler is surely human. She has to be, right? But then again, why is she able to hold everything within herself? The gnosis, the moon marrow, the abyssal powers that she cleanses, they actually go inside her. How many humans on Teyvat can do that? The tests Albedo did on the Traveler, yeah, those were very interesting as well.
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Everything else can wait. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things in the city I need to help out with. I'll be heading there now.
Please tell me about the noses, Nahida.
I'm so happy that Hat Guy is doing better than we thought. But what about you, Nahida? How are you holding up? The pyronosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights before they finally subsided. All that was left were the parts underground.
Aren't those the important parts? Yeah, that is my point, Mish, that we don't have a clear idea of what human means in Teyvat. Human but not from Teyvat? Hoyo not making sense. Someone from another world, Earth by definition is literally an alien. Yeah, but an alien is someone who just comes from outside, right? That doesn't mean what kind of species they are. Like, if if there were people on Teyvat who managed to get out of Teyvat and they were human, and then their children returned to Teyvat, they would still be human, right? Even though they come from another planet, because they were born there. I don't think that's... Besides, there could be other humans from... Weren't humans brought to Teyvat, according to lore? They might be aliens, but humans nonetheless, is my point.
Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to Irminsul. The situation was contained before it got out of hand, so Teyvat's most vital information has largely been preserved.
This is a different universe. The universe might have a common humanity. Yeah, that's also an option. That there are just many people outside, right? Tying to the fact that, you know, the humanity was brought to Teyvat. Oh, and hi CJ, I hope you're having a lovely day. I already suffered in the very beginning. I had to read very boring things. They were short, but boring. And now I want to know where the pyronosis is.
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it? How will you cope now that it's gone?
But the roots are still intact, right? She said that underneath Teyvat there's still traces of Irminsul. They did burn it down, but they say that Aro is now doing its job. Of Irminsul, I mean. And if the roots are still there, it should be fine for Nahida, right?
There is no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents, my connection to Irminsul has been severed and transposed onto Aru.
Oh. Oh, I sincerely doubt that that's where the pyronosis is, CJ. I can't do dire mode. I can't even unlock it. Let alone do it. Oh my, you expect so much more from me than I can give. Okay. So she's now connected to Aro. But according to what they said in the beginning of the quest, Aro is not as good as Irminsul. Like, the technology was not as advanced, right? If I have to do it for the pyronosis, it's already gone. Gone and forgotten from the whole world. Don't place those expectations on me.
Angels can do things like that? They can. Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. The goddess of flowers, Nabu Malikata, once claimed that she too could perform feats beyond the reach of mere mortals. In my eyes, much of what she went on to achieve reached such transcendent levels. Her and Nicole really are both fascinating and magnificent.
So, does that mean your situation is stable now?
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul, and the essence of my existence has been bound to it.
That seems simple enough, but... I don't know, something seems very fishy about this whole thing. Actually, at the end of the day, again, absolutely nothing has changed profoundly, right? We've just exchanged one thing for another that does the same function. The same way that the moment Fossilor perishes, she actually gives the authority over Hydro to the Hydro Dragon Novilette. And Novilette stays basically as a stand-in for the Archon, protecting Fontaine. So, in the grand scheme of things, absolutely nothing has changed. Right? If angels are indeed that powerful, why is Nicole's compass passive so weak? Because she has been around humans too long, I think is the in-game explanation. She had to give up her voice to keep her wisdom and power intact. But there was an explanation that if an angel stays with people for a long time, they start to lose that divinity. that is within them. So yeah, tell her not to spend so much time with people.
The wisdom of Sumeru has ultimately converged into a single, unified entity. Should we ascribe this all to fate, or is it merely fortune?
Good answer.
Whatever it is, the important thing is that you're okay, Nahida.
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
I was really surprised that none of the new sages were, moles or anything like this in this quest, to be honest.
Sir Nevis, do you have something urgent to say?
Yes, there's something I need to report. We've received a message from Snezhnaya.
Okay. Things are getting real here. Nevis hands a letter to Nahida, who reads it.
The Fatui Harbinger, the rooster, sends us his sympathies, along with all the usual pleasantries.
Oh my hi Jatin, I hope you're having a lovely day. I am still on it. This gave me such a bad... I almost threw up. This is not me overreacting. I actually had a very, very bad sensation in my stomach the moment I heard this. The rooster is the one person that... I don't know, he can be just as evil as Dottore and Pantalone. I don't trust him even one tiny bit. I don't trust where this is going. I don't think he's sending pleasantries.
His stance is that, following the unrest and Nod cry, Dottore was subjected to internal censure. This madness was the act of a rogue element, one who cannot be seen to represent the Zapoliarni Palace.
What? They're just... Is this a letter just to show that it's not the Fatui's fault? But Pantalone was also here. They never knew. We, the players, know that Pantalone was here. But I don't think anyone knew who that person was at the end. Taino recognized that that guy could not be just a random subordinate of Dottore, but nobody knows that he was here. The rooster? It's that tiny guy from the Fatui. I don't know how else to explain him. There was... In the Teyvat trailer, he's the one in the middle, if I remember correctly. One of the 7 dwarfs. Oh my... Don't make me feel sorry for the rooster.
No less than can be expected.
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even lost one of their own harbingers.
Does the traveler know something?
The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, they will deal with Dottore's subordinates in accordance with Snezhnayan law, holding all those involved in his crimes accountable.
I don't know why, but this is giving me very bad... I feel like this is a trap in some way. Yes, exactly that one, Mish. Why would you quit Genshin if the rooster becomes a player? Maybe we're all misjudging him. Maybe he's not a bad guy. Insert the Shrek meme where, he flushes the toilet. I don't... this is giving me a bad... I don't like this. It sounds good, but it's definitely not.
Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies, which are already en route. They hope this will aid in Sumeru's reconstruction.
Don't trust this. Does Nahida trust this?
Sounds like he's got an answer for everything.
I would never praise him. Never. I hope.
True. But as diplomatic rhetoric goes, it's highly effective. Completely watertight, both in logic and sentiment.
Basically, Sumeru cannot make a complaint against Snezhnaya now, despite everything. Unless someone knew about Pantalone, and I don't think that anyone knew. You're just biased against the Fatui? Well, I am not that biased against Sandrone or the Knave, Arlecchino, or Colombina is not really a Fatui anymore, right? But I do think that there are some very, very bad actors in the Fatui. And I think that the Rooster may be one of the worst.
This disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. There is much that I will keep in my heart. The matter of Dottore can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future, and in that light, Snezhnaya would do well to uphold their responsibilities and keep a tight rein over their actions.
Would they? The Rooster probably knew about Pantalone. I wouldn't put it below him. I think that he knew. I think the Rooster knew about Pantalone's deal with Dottore and the fact that Pantalone came to Sumeru. It would be crazy if he didn't know about this. Well, you are only biased against the ones you haven't met. Oh my. We've met Pantalone. I'm very biased against him.
With Irminsul burned, the flow of fate now carries many more possibilities. I will be watching carefully.
Fate now carries many more possibilities. Does that mean that fate can now be changed? I also don't understand. The functions of Irminsul have been transferred to Aru. However, was all the information that was in Irminsul transferred correctly? I don't know. I feel like we are missing something. Feel like they're not giving us the whole information. What do I think about the Jester? The Jester is a very suspicious person for me. And honestly, I don't know what to think about him. I'm very interested to know why he's called the Jester. He might become the puppet master of the whole thing, including the Tsaritsa. But he could also be the complete opposite. Someone who is closer to Capitano. Like, at this point, I am not really certain what would be the correct path.
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter? Dendro Archon, will you eat with us once this matter is dealt with? Everyone wishes to celebrate together.
No, I don't
Your
want
presence would be most welcome.
I don't want to eat. I want to know where the Pyronosis is.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia all told me the same thing. If there isn't enough room for everyone, we can arrange back-to-back feasts.
What a wonderful idea. That just leaves the question of what we should eat.
Is this really the time to talk about this?
Not more tomatoes, surely.
Nahida doesn't like tomatoes?
More? Dendro Archon, what do you mean by more tomatoes?
Oh, I understand now. Okay. Oh my, I forgot what his name is, but there is one guy who just grows tomatoes. Nahida must be so tired of him already.
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city, I can even hear them arguing in the fields. Since you see them so often, you must hear about tomatoes even more than I do.
They do talk a lot about tomatoes, even during events in Somero.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes. The word has a certain magic to it. Like the autumn fur of a sumpter beast swirling in the wind, sometimes flying up my nose.
To be honest, tomatoes are awesome. Okay, I like tomatoes with a bit of the white cheese. I'm saying white specifically because I don't mean the other types of cheese. It's the best.
Tomatoes. What can we make with tomatoes? Wait, why tomatoes?
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The Traveler, Paimon, and I still have somewhere we need to visit. You'll have plenty of time to think it over before I return.
Okay, we're going somewhere else. We should know about the Gnosis from there. If the Jester follows stock character traditions, he will betray his leader and get very close to seizing power, only to lose it at the very end. It's possible, but the thing is that the Jester is from Canria, and we don't know exactly which Canrian he is. And I think one of the sinners of Canria had a Jester mask as the representation for him. It was not the Wise. Which one was it? Was it the Wise? Let me check. They don't give me the pictures. There was this chess set. I can't find. It would take me too much time to find it. But there was one of the sinners who has a Jester mask to represent him in that chess game with, you know, where we go with Nefer to look at Rerir's memories. Oh, hi Manif, I hope you're having a lovely day. I still haven't finished with the quest, yes. It is that long. It is.
Does this mean you're going to Natlan? Meet them there in person. It will require a long journey.
Oh, are we returning the Gnosis?
I know. But this is necessary. I must go myself. Traveler, Paimon, we'll set off as soon as you're ready. Is
yes.
that all right?
Yes.
Sure. We'll be ready whenever you are.
You'll hear no objections from Paimon. We should grab some snacks along the way, though. It'll be just like going on a long holiday.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to this so much.
Hey, please return the Gnosis. Pantalone did not get it, right? Right? If something happened
Natlan is such a lively place.
off camera, I will not be able to take it. It's so cute to see Nahida here, though.
It's super cheerful and positive, too.
I can see that. There are people outside exercising at all hours. Such a healthy way of life.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey. Would you like something to eat?
Oh, Manif, I have absolutely no idea how long it will take.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom platter, Sab's meat stew, butter braised chicken, Hadasara pudding. Paimon's positively stuffed.
Oh my, finally Paimon is full.
All right, all right. No need for all that detail. I'm starting to get hungry myself.
Your bet is that the pyronosis was used up? That was an immense fire? Ah. But what would that mean for the overall story? Nahida, oh my man, if you're getting major spoilers, there is a very important reason she's here. Mashu, if that happened, Paimon ate the Gnosis. I don't think so. If one of the noses disappears, how will the Tsaritsa react? How will the story progress? I do think that at some point she'll be able to collect all of them.
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's got an appetite. Then I'll head out for a meal together.
Okay, Manif, I'm going to give you lots of spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, you have to stop right now. Okay, ready? Go. The thing is that the problem with Dottore in Irminsu was so big that the whole tree came out of the earth. Okay, the whole tree burst out of Teyvat, and Dottore was able to track every single person in Sumeru. The Heavenly Principles rule started working, and Sumeru was isolated from the world. And now the only option was to burn Irminsul down. And the only way to do that was with the pyronosis. I told you to stop. I told you I'll give you all the spoilers, and you had to stop. But that's what's happening. Now we're returning here because that's exactly what happened. Nahida used the pyronosis to burn down the whole of Irminsul. And right now, there are only the roots of Irminsul deep down beneath the vat. And the functions of Irminsul are actually transferred into Aro. So that's the whole thing. I hope you stopped before the spoilers if you didn't want them.
Sounds like a plan. Let's find somewhere to sit down.
Okay, let's go.
I should tell you, I already have some sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Wait, no, not only for that.
Your senses are spot on. But on top of that, we also feel guilty.
Because the pyronosis has vanished? I sensed its loss.
So it has vanished. I'm sorry, Manif. You asked and I told you that I will give you lots of spoilers and I told you to stop the video. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Wait, Mashu, you might be right. We don't know for sure, but it has vanished. And Maweka senses its loss. Thanks, teacher. It's a very epic quest. You should definitely see it. Even with the spoilers, it was like so many scenes were so epic and breathtaking. You should definitely play it. Vanished and she feels its loss. It can't disappear completely, right? It's gone completely? You think so, Mish? No, Jetin, Mawika will not be weak. I don't think she'll be weak in-game at all, and even lore-wise, she says that usually she doesn't use the Gnosis, she doesn't need it, she's just the most powerful ever. Just by herself. You don't need to worry about this. I don't like this, however.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis. Not even any trace of it burning to ash.
I don't believe this. Why would the pyronosis even be affected by fire? Like, that would make absolutely no sense for me. I think it has vanished, but not because it was burnt away. I think it's gone somewhere or someone has taken it. But I don't think it's gone forever. That How would that make any sense?
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the Pyronosis's disappearance is simply a knock-on effect of the impact it's had on a certain strand of fate.
Oh man, if yesterday was Neverness to Everness. I don't have more than one day for other games, otherwise my Bookworm challenge kinda fails. Is Pantalone involved in the vanishing noses? It might be. He was there. It might very well be. And he was right in front of that burning fire, alongside with the ghost of Dottore. Who knows what he did afterwards? Teyvat has its own laws. Yeah, it might also be this. That the Pyronosis might have gone to somewhere just because it's a consequence. It's possible. My reasoning to why it's gone. Think about Rowena's diadem in Harry Potter. It got burnt up in the fire that it released. Magic that significant has a self-destruct mechanism, otherwise it's too OP. Wait. Rowena's diadem did not cause the fire. The fire was caused by one of Malfoy's goons. They released a powerful type of fire that could never be stopped with anything, so it could destroy even a Horcrux and everything else that was in its path. But it was not from the diadem. That's a completely different thing.
There's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time there was to be no returning, only giving. Pure and simple.
Mashu, I've read Harry Potter more times than I would like to admit. Far more times.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for the smallest of things. Yet, when faced with a kindness too immense to describe, we use exactly the same words. It's not that we lack other means of expression. It's that when we truly need to express our feelings, the simplest and purest words are always the most powerful.
Maybe the noses will appear in a different game. Well, Wuthering Waves is not from the same company, so I doubt it, but maybe in one of the others. We fought Pantalones people. We the players got a reveal of Pantalone, but the characters don't know who they met. That's the thing.
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship, friendship, support. They might not sound fancy, but the sentiment behind them is sincere.
Mawika was already... According to Mawika, she was already powerful before the Gnosis, and she didn't use it even that much. She is an Archon. Wait, did she say that she gives up her authority when she gave the Gnosis? I actually don't remember. Fire has both cleansing and destructive properties. You don't think the Gnosis survived unless the three fates have a hold on it? Hoyokuro, that would be very interesting collaboration. Actually, I didn't even think about the three fates. No, wait, fates? Do you mean the three shades? Because the three shades were there with Nahida. Maybe not in person, but they talked with her. I wonder if they were able to grab it and do something with it. But why? The shades were talking that they... Wait. In that video with the shades, they were talking about how they can start influencing things within the rules set by the Heavenly Principles. And they were specifically talking about the Tsaritsa and her plans. They might have taken it. Take the last piece that the Tsaritsa needs to fulfill her plans, so that is already checkmate. That's actually a huge possibility, isn't it? Okay, now I have even more theories. This is not easy. Okay.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt it was important to come here and speak with you.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sunlight.
That's a very weird expression.
That's a nice way of putting it. I like that. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some actual sunlight? The weather's beautiful today.
What a great idea! Paimon's gonna lie back and soak up some rays.
Man, you should definitely start it. Believe me, I was gobsmacked so many times. Also, and now I love this word, so I'm going to use it all the time. Oh, that's so cute.
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Oh,
Mondstadt.
Mondstadt? I don't know what I expected, but it was not Mondstadt. If the Gnosis is gone, Tsaritsa's original mission is unfulfillable. Exactly. If she learns, we don't know what the Shades have done. Maybe the Gnosis is really gone. Whether the Gnosis is simply gone, whether the Shades have taken it, if one of these, or the Gnosis is simply, destroyed, any of these possibilities put the Tsaritsa in a very dangerous spot. I mean, for us and for Teyvat. Because she has spent so much time trying to get all of them. How would she react if she knows that suddenly, after all these years of effort, they've all gone to naught? She will be super dangerous, if that's true. But there is also the possibility that Pantalone could have taken it in some way. Don't see Paimon touch the ground often, yeah. Must have been Asmodee since she ate everything. I think the Shade of Death would be the most probable, if it were one of the shades, to be honest. Asmodee is doing something completely different. But who knows? Maybe to throw her off suspicion, they showed us the other three? So she could be the one taking it without us suspecting her? Oh, I don't think Asmodee is Paimon. That's one thing I don't believe.
Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside Kali had come from the goddess of flowers.
Okay,
and I kept it a secret.
Was a lot of information very suddenly. They're going to Mondstadt with Kale? Interesting. I don't think Paimon is deaf either. So Paimon knew from the very beginning.
Those remains weren't hurting Kali. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her. A yearning for an ordinary life. A yearning to hold on to the hard-won happiness she now enjoys. With someone like her, I have a responsibility to keep her secret.
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up, but even as adults, they are still children in the eyes of certain people.
Oh. Oh, hi Simon. I hope you're having a lovely day. Wait, but this might be the impetus for the Tsaritsa to have a change of heart. The losing of the noses? She needs to have a huge change to be playable. She has to be playable, right? Lord Guy Angel spotted? You've seen Angel? Angel appeared yesterday. I don't know if Angel is coming today. Same for Pantalone, which is why I don't think he'll be playable. I don't think Pantalone would be playable. Yeah. I don't know how they'll make the Tsaritsa playable, but they have to. It will be very weird if she's not playable. But I don't know. There's so many unknowns at this point that... I don't know. It's just very difficult to theorize. So many possibilities.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid.
And that's how she treats a god.
Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves.
Right back at you, Paimon, basically.
Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or more like looking after, in her case. Anyway, we'll always be there to watch out for our friends.
Who are they talking about?
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with wonderful things. That's because I'm no longer a trainee. I'm now an official forest ranger.
I really hope that they spend more time on Kolei's graduation than on the bickering of Alhaitam and Kave. I mean, they had so much screen time compared to something monumental for Kolei. That is one thing that makes me sad in this quest. Oh yes, and Miss, you're right. We actually don't know anything for sure for the Tsaritsa at this moment. We only know what other people have told us about her. So, you know, it depends how much we trust those people.
Impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than trainees. Though he did say it was already pretty tough to start out with. You probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Don't worry, it's all been taken care of. We're heading to Mondstadt soon, so if you're free, maybe we could meet up?
Is she writing to Amber?
Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey, do you still remember that time we all got together? You know, when we all went to the Windbloom Festival? It'll be just like that.
Yeah, many people thought that Furina was awful at the beginning, right? Oh my... It will be great to see them together again. Now with Kolei as ranger. 2 days Wait, 2 days later
Dainari, is that...
by the gates of Mondstadt? We actually come here now? I don't believe this. Her mission is to bring back her lover. That is very likely. There is that book that explains that that descender was her lover and he was carved into the noses. Yeah. Yeah, that is probably her reasoning for doing what she's doing. So many spoilers that... I'm so sorry, Manif.
Don't you say it! Is that the great VII Viastra? Behold, the great VII Viastra, General Mahamatra.
We all want Kolei to have a great peaceful future. She deserves it. It was very sad when, on her birthday, in her birthday letter, she was saying how everything is peaceful, and that's when the trailer for this chapter came. That was brutal. Dottore compelled the Tsaritsa to house them in Snezhnaya. Oh, okay, Manif, thank you for joining. Can see you another time. I'm sorry for all the spoilers. I don't know about this mashup with Dottore. I think that we still don't know much about why each person is chosen for the Harbingers. I don't know if Dottore would have the power to compel the Tsaritsa for anything. I don't know, Manif, about NTE. I have not decided yet. It's very difficult with other games because I have only 1 day a week to play other games other than Genshin, I mean, so I haven't decided yet. I'm sorry.
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline. You've changed.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sino's jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
It's not easy for Tainari.
For the love of...
Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kalei! Sucrose! It's been so long! How have you been?
Oh my Manif, I don't know if that is even going to happen, to win a 5-star in that game. I have no idea if that's going to happen ever. In the moment of grief, she accepted Dottore's proposal and provided sanctuary for him to conduct experiments. Oh, in Not Cry, I haven't seen... The only thing in Not Cry about her, I have seen about her lover. Oh, and bye Manif, see you another time. I have actually not read many of the books in Natlan yet, so I am also missing a bit of information. I think the child is quite damaged as well. Ole in Mondstadt with Sucrose, yeah.
I've been well. Everything's going great. What about you? Are you still busy?
Not at the moment. Oh, right! That juicer you gave us works amazing! Farzan loves it!
You're still talking about the juicer? Okay.
Seriously? That's wonderful. I don't suppose you drew up a detailed test report. Oh, what fruits did you use? How was the texture of the final product?
I can't believe that one of the plot lines were just a juicer and how everyone likes that juice. In the middle of a world-ending event. Seriously.
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this. How about we follow the same plan as last time?
Good idea, my friend. You never disappoint.
So, what are your identities this time?
Identities?
Don't remind him.
The juicer was a major part of the quest. I will never forget it.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official Forest Ranger Kale. The rest of us are simply her humble travel companions.
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly, there was even a scene like this in King of Invocations.
Of course there was.
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles. At least that's what I think.
Was that it? Oh my... When we came to Mondstadt, I expected so much more. You, Kale, and the others meet with the Knights of Favonius.
You're here already? I'm still giving Dodoco a little trim. I won't be a moment.
Wait. They have to give haircuts to their Dodocos? That's the cutest thing ever. Perhaps the nose disappeared into the juicer. Yeah, they probably just warmed the juice a bit too much, right?
A trim? Does Dodoko need haircuts too?
Of course! It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye.
Mm-hmm.
All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all Teyvat.
I should have known. It's not that every Hexen Zerko gives a haircut to their Dodokos. It's that Nico obviously gives haircuts to everybody.
Oh, right! Well, that's definitely an impressive sounding job title.
Yeah, the Tsaritsa is the ruler of Snezhnaya. Why would anyone think that she was a harbinger originally? They made her... I have never heard about these parts, to be honest.
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool sounding lines.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Of course.
Miss Nicole,
Kale? You seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned who needed their wish fulfilled?
Wish? What do you mean?
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Is it Amber's wish to meet with her?
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in Mondstadt. But we thought it had something to do with the god remains.
I was actually surprised that Amber didn't come running to them the moment they came to Mondstadt. Where is she?
To be fair, everything I told you was true. Anyway, my friend is waiting.
I am very confused now.
Come on, let's pay her a visit.
Okay. Who is it? There is nobody here.
Huh? You're...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree in a faraway land.
What? But Lilopar is from Sumeru. Why did they have to come all the way here? Does it have something to do with the tree?
An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides. That saying falls somewhat flat here in Mondstadt, given that everywhere is already so lush and green.
Yeah, so what are you doing here, Lilopar? Why are you making Kole go to the other end of the world for you? When you were already in the same nation?
Lilopar, what are you doing here?
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me here and then invite Kale to come.
I would not be happy if someone did that to me. Imagine that we are not only in the same nation, we are literally in the same building, and then you make me go to another continent. Oh, they're on the same continent. Okay, another country. Just to meet with you. That's ridiculous.
The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries. Millennia, even. Originally, it was merely Al-Ahmar's lie, but now it has become reality.
Could this be related to the goddess of flowers?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon you. I can't tell you how glad I am to see you here.
It's very suspicious. Why is she here? They could have had that whole conversation in Sumeru without any problem, right? What's the reason to be specifically in Mondstadt?
And now I have seen you, and peered into your heart. You have experienced hardships and suffered setbacks. The torment an ordinary person might expect to face has befallen you threefold. This is the source of your resilience.
Oh my Masho, of course you can call me Kate. Everyone calls me just Kate. There is no other name. And I'm really happy that you find the stream nice and, you know, everybody else nice as well. It makes me really happy. Now let's find the reason Lilopar decided to float over to Mondstadt.
But beneath all this, I've witnessed the seeds of desire. You yearn to return to the simple life you once knew, do you not?
Is she going to absorb the goddess of flowers' god remains?
I do. I want to throw away everything that isn't mine.
Yes! But why did they have to come to Mondstadt for that?
But how do you decide what is yours? The scars that others carve into your flesh? The kindness and love they inscribe? Are these things not yours as well?
They are. This is something I've talked about with Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standards. I just want to live as an ordinary human. Anything beyond that isn't mine.
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flowers?
She gave me a revelation once. I think that's already more than enough.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life has taught you to hold on to everything good, to home in on kindness. How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata, and you're certainly not her.
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being, Miss Lilopar.
Yet I am a djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We revere and love her. My wish is to see her one last time, to give everything for her.
What is she going to make Kole do?
Kale, can you do this for me?
But her remains won't be easy to remove. Are you sure this is what you want?
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing to do something for the soul of this lonely, wandering woman?
I'm willing.
But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, all you would know is that I was rightly punished for the many evil deeds I committed. Ah, so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes trembling, and still you're willing to do something for me. Life has been cruel to you, and yet you've learned to be kind. My dear young lady, to repay your kindness, I too must play my part.
Are you sure about this, Lilopar?
I don't have any idea what they're going to do with all of this.
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes, the universe be engulfed in flame. I care about nothing else. And you, Kale, I can give you a gift. You'll become just another ordinary human.
But Miss Lilopar, what will happen to you?
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
I can't believe that this will be the end of Lilopar.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. My remains are scattered across the yellow sands, but my soul can find no peace.
Interesting. Dottore and Pantalone basically wished to continue on forever. They wanted eternal life. And also, if you have listened to Flince's, lines and read his story, he explains that Fae, like the Lantern Fae, they live long, long lives. And yet, their life does have an end, and even they wish for an eternal life. And now, we see someone, a djinn, that does have eternal life, and she finds no joy in it. It is fair. The djinn were created by a goddess, And at least, according to what we know right now, from Notcry, the Fae were supposedly created by advanced technology from a descender, right? So a goddess can create someone with eternal life. But even the advanced technology cannot. From outside of Teyvat. Hi to Marionette, I hope you're having a lovely day. Also, I have been following Kumish and Mashu's conversation about the La Signora. It has been very interesting.
Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the dying to die, and let the dead rest in peace. You have my thanks.
Kale, there's no pressure on you. What she said, it's all true. A wish is a genuine desire, after all.
It's as if you want to use the last of your life to give me a better future.
Oh, and just to add to what I was talking about earlier, even though many that we know can live a long life, that doesn't mean that they don't deteriorate. Like Zhongli was explaining that he can feel all the years weighing on him, right? I fear you might see Kole and Amber see each other again. Why is that something to fear? Okay, let's go. Let's see what will happen.
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes. This is a noble act, a beautiful and secret transaction between two women.
I understand. Miss Lilupar, I'm ready.
Wait, that huge thing that was happening in the trailer with Kole, was it actually here? Okay. Let's see this.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress.
Kole and Amber definitely have a great friendship. I really wanted to see them right now. And I was very surprised that Amber didn't come running to her.
The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like surrendering to your grace, my mistress.
She is taking all the god remains.
People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. For me, devotion is beautiful, pure and painless. Devotion is my love. Thank you.
Wait, it was just that and she disappears? No.
Lilupar! She disappeared?
That was so much faster and so much more widely somber than I expected it to be.
She left, carrying the blessing of flowers.
Kale, are you alright?
I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, I don't actually feel any different at all.
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her.
Lilupar just absorbed all the god remains of the goddess of flowers from within Kole. And probably saw a vision of her that we weren't given permission to see and was simply gone. Forever. I don't know why this very, very short scene made me so sad, but it's It was so sudden and yet just so gentle, and I don't know. That was... I did not come today prepared to see this.
Kale must have already received what she was yearning for.
I'm doing fine. I feel relaxed. There's really no need to worry.
Then my wish has come true, too.
To become ordinary?
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more. For instance, I want to protect the people I meet and help them find happiness. That sort of thing.
I am really sad to see Lilupar go, though it did seem like that was her true wish. She seemed so content, and that makes it just a bit sadder.
So between Miss Lilupar and me, you fulfilled 2 wishes already, and protected 2 people.
Wonderful, isn't it? I feel so fantastically happy.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next? What do you want to do when we get back to town?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you.
Amber!
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret event. How come you started without me?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing like that. We were just saying goodbye to an old friend.
But I still don't understand. Why did Lilupar wanted to come all the way to Mondstadt to do this? Amber, Kale, and Nicole were all in Sumeru. What was the reason to come all the way here to this specific spot?
Really? Who?
He's already gone, Amber.
Me. The old me.
No, to Lilupar.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because we knew the old you so we could witness the change?
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air, and she became a fluffy pink cloud, floating into the sky, before disappearing forever.
And that's where the big nostalgic tree is. I can't argue with that logic. I do love that tree. But it wasn't Kale that wanted specifically this. Lilupar was waiting here.
Do you think maybe up in the sky she has friends waiting for her with test tubes, flasks, and bows?
I don't know, Sucrose.
Oh, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound so bad after all.
What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think maybe that's right.
Nicole. She's hiding so much.
At least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger, and I feel like I can finally accomplish things by myself.
Yeah, I agree that this is a very special place for Kale, but I thought that Lilupar was the one who requested this, and it doesn't make sense for her as far as I know.
Surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating? Always growing, always thriving like a plant. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little lonely. I know the weakness that kept me company will one day leave me too. But somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step. To walk towards the new me.
Move amongst the pages of Purana. In a million years, I would have not predicted that we'll end this quest with Lilupar's passing. It was hauntingly beautiful. And I love that Kale got that incredible ending, but I feel so sad that Lilupar became just a passing note at the end. Gone forever. Lilupar was definitely brutal before, but the Lilupar we know from the quests, you know, after all these years that she has spent like that. I have not even done these quests on the challenge account, but I do remember them from before, and I don't know, it's very sad to say goodbye to her. Yeah, I did manage to finish the quest after so many hours in it. Thank you for the congrats. Oh my, I literally have only 14 minutes or so left from today's stream. Today's stream is very short because my Fridays are really hectic. I have to do a ton of stuff after I finish the stream. This quest though, it gave me so many different emotions that I can't even express how much I had to feel throughout. So many conflicting emotions as well. The pyronosis has vanished. That is the biggest thing, right? Even now.
Thank you for complete.
Okay, let's get these. Oh my Lilupar. Honestly, at least Dottore is gone. I didn't like that they gave Dottore like a second, like a special ending after he was taken by his Dottore clones in the cutscene. I thought that that was an amazing ending for him. I feel a bit sad that they gave him another chance to speak, to be honest. I don't think he deserved it. But there were so many epic things in this quest. And so many questions are left. And we have just one more patch before Snezhnaya. I have no idea what they will do for that. I have to read all of this, so I won't do it right now, but while we talk about the rest, I actually have to go to Nico's place because I haven't done this week. I have still not unlocked that awful chest. It's still haunting me. I remember it every day. And the worst part is there is another chest around here that I cannot unlock. Yeah, this one. This one does not want to be unlocked. It's the only one left in Not Cry, actually. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's go see Nico. I never noticed this. There is a birdie bird right on top. It's so cute. And it's... Oh, I want this. How did I not notice this? When I go out, yes, I do go out from time to time, I point to all the birds. I don't know why, it's very cool to find birds. I don't think, yes, Mash, I don't think Dottore deserved that ending. I think he should have ended with his clones dragging him to his ultimate end. I will not go to the chest now. I really need to do this. I have like 10 minutes, and if I don't do it now, I miss this week, so I have to do it.
Oh, you're here! I was just starting to wonder if I should send you clearer instructions. But then I thought, if I make my hints too obvious,
it might get in the way of your travel plans. And then, just as I was pacing back and forth, agonizing over what I was going to do, you turned up here anyway. So, it looks like everything worked out fine.
Yes, Nico, everything worked out.
Hey, Nicole! You're so full of energy today! And words! You're so full of words!
That's her natural state of being, Paimon.
I'll take that as a compliment. All right then. Are you ready to check out my next room?
Oh, Masha, if I have time. I have very few minutes left.
Is this Nicole's studio? Why is it just a bunch of empty frames on white walls? Let's take a closer look.
Wait. Before I take a closer look. Let me just make a note. Okay. The Silent Theater. Examine the picture frames. A new room has opened. It has indeed. This is Simlanka. A domain and a hexen circle. Oh, they look very cool though. No, thank you, Mashu. I'm sorry. Fridays are really intense for me. Let's see the hexen circle.
What the? Paimon almost had a heart attack being sucked in by a painting like that. Wait a sec. This place looks familiar. Oh, it's the table where the mages hold their tea parties.
We came all the way from Mondstadt to not cry to Nico's cottage so that we can be teleported back to a place in Mondstadt. I mean... okay.
It all started the first time Alice invited me for tea. On that day, I didn't attend in person, mostly because back then, I still hadn't decided whether I really wanted to join the Hexen Circle or not.
That was when Alice was a little girl, right?
Alice was the only one there who knew my true identity. She warned me not to say a word, or let anyone else discover who I was. I was only supposed to observe.
Wait, but she's already big here.
And then what happened?
Well, then I concluded that she was punishing me for my hesitation to join.
That's definitely something she would do.
Everyone was talking about such interesting things. How could I not chime in? And of course, when you're in the middle of a conversation and someone throws out a question you know the answer to, how are you supposed to keep your mouth shut?
Oh my... Okay, I start to understand why I like Nico. I don't think it's a good quality of mine, but I start to understand.
Which brings us to the bet between Barbeloth and Alice, Rhindaughter's forbidden creations, Ivanovna's political machinations. It was like a series of exquisitely acted plays, distilled within the confines of a teacup. Their words alone were enough to ignite my instinct to lay the truth bare before them.
So, you piped up inside their heads?
Of course not. Even though I felt like my head was going to explode, I still made sure to hold it all in. I'm a responsible angel, after all, and I'm well aware of the difference between what I want to say and what I'm allowed to say.
After watching the video with her, Nico, the one and only who called fames with his name. Do you say only what you're allowed to say?
So, I had a private little word with Alice inside her head, just me and her, and I agreed to join the Hexen Circle, right there and then. She was quite happy about my decision, but as for the talking inside her head, well, she claims that over the next few days, she had such a headache that she had to visit a doctor in Liyue to get some relief. But she can hardly blame me for that.
Wait, did we come here just to know this tiny story?
How about we go look at the other frames? Paimon's starting to feel like she needs some relief too.
Is this room just Nico telling us about her stuff? Yeah, who is she trying to convince at the end of the day? She does her job well of, you know, guiding people and so on, but she is rebellious.
tree?
Oh, this painting here? You're clearly no strangers to the white trees. But did you know that the first angel's betrayal happened beneath one of their very boughs?
Sounds familiar. Did it happen before one of these? I've read Koitar's story. I have read it. But I don't remember this part.
Huh. Paimon's curious now.
This quest is just talking to picture frames. Of course it is.
Well then, I guess it's finally time for me to tell you a tale of romance and horror. Let me just think how best to protect the identity of those involved. Alright, got it.
Oh, I already know the story. I've read it. In that place with the hauntingly beautiful music. In Amsvartnir.
A long, long time ago, there was once a traveler who wandered among the stars. They were nothing like you, but that's not important right now. One day, he traveled to a silver tree to visit the princess of the morning star. Before long, he started asking her about her kingdom's most forbidden secrets. His words puzzled the princess. How could he possibly know of all these things forbidden by the gods? The young man revealed his origins and showed the princess things she had never seen before. A free will and love, both noble and spiritual.
Wait, so we do know that we've known for a while that free will would be one thing that, you know, the heavenly principles wouldn't be so happy about because fate is predetermined. But I've been wondering for a long time about why love leads to such disastrous endings for so many characters in Teyvat. And now they've added love to those things that she had never seen before. So love is something that the heavenly principles is also not very fond of? For real? But why?
His words awakened her sense of self, hitherto shackled by the gods. Her heart soared, carrying her beyond limits she had never crossed before. The princess of the morning star confided the kingdom's secrets to the youth, and between them, love grew and blossomed, along with a determination to defy the gods.
This is just a cookie-cutter love story. You said there'd be horror.
Oh, Paimon, we know where the horror will come.
Don't worry, Paimon. The horror's about to begin. They yearn to help the people live lives of unfettered freedom, but the gods could not forgive their betrayal. They sent down thunder and fury, destroying the lovers' home. And when the Great War subsided, the power and the wisdom of the princess were lost, never to return. Even her closest friends were cursed.
Yeah. That ending was pretty scary after all. But didn't you say you were going to tell us about the first angel? And you're not saying this story is actually true, are you?
It is literally the first angel's story. But why are they reacting like they've never heard of it?
It sure is. And that's the scariest part.
Oh, I wanted to look around. Are we really going to Simulanka? Okay, let's see the last one.
But why are there light novels from VII Publishing House all over the floor?
Did the paper animals start to read books because they got bored? Because love is a mortal sublunary emotion. They shouldn't require such feelings. Yeah, maybe for the angels. But think about Signora and her lover, for example. That was also a tragic fate. And Wait. I wanted to say the Tsaritsa and her lover, but there we have gods again and descenders. There was another example. There are many examples in which love is like punished so harshly that it's unbelievable.
Well, on the subject of my literary enlightenment, my greatest inspiration of all is none other than Lady Anya herself.
Ririr and Tolindis, neither of them being angels or gods or descenders or whatever, and yet their love turns into such a tragedy, and so quickly and with such big repercussions. We could make the same argument for Signora as well. It's just very interesting that all the greatest love stories end up as tragedies that affect the whole, well, a big portion of the world.
She was the last to join the Hexenzirkel, and yet the first to leave. I loved all of her stories. Whether it was just an idea or a fully fleshed out manuscript, Anya was always so skilled at making her readers gasp with joy. Hexenzirkel discussions rarely stray far from magic, and it's my belief that Anya possessed a unique magic of her own. She could weave love and compassion into words and stories that would touch the hearts of others.
Maybe because love makes those who experience it act drastically and rashly. If we look at the Tsaritsa, that is definitely the case, right? I mean, if what we've heard about her is true, as we said before, we actually have no idea what she's really like.
I asked her for tips on how to write compelling tales. She taught me a lot of tricks and techniques. But in the end, my biggest enemy has always been myself.
No more love, Rue. That is so cruel. But again, these are just... We don't know for sure yet. We don't have an actual proof that this is what he wanted or they wanted. So we'll have to see. But it is very suspicious. Oh no.
That's one way of putting it. Communicating through thought is so much more convenient. I guess even angels can succumb to laziness.
I forgot to read the conversation.
However, recently I've resolved to make an effort, even if it's just to spare myself reproaches from a certain old Seelie friend of mine.
Too lazy to put pen on paper, that's what it said. I replayed it on my stream.
Ooh! Does that mean we're finally gonna get to read something you've written?
Who said anything about writing? I'm talking about buying popular works from the last few centuries to flip through in my spare time.
Oh my, hi Sivam! I hope you're having a lovely day. Also, I'm going to finish in like a few minutes after I finish with this. I'm already late. I can't believe they let us back into Simulanka after such a long time.
These paintings all remind me of places that hold great significance in my heart. And now, the studio has been fully restored.
Congrats on getting Durin, Sivam, that's awesome. Yes, Masha, we're all just theorizing. It will be very interesting to go to Snezhnaya and to see how things go there.
All right, go ahead and claim our reward. What? Don't look at me like that. Of course this reward is ours. You're not going to leave this chest unopened, are you? I can't let you leave if you do. Besides, after telling you so many stories, don't I deserve a reward of my own?
To see us open this chest?
You still haven't taken everything.
Oh my, they did it! I thought, what if I do try to get out? She does reprimand you. Oh my, that's awesome. Oh, not cry Dottore felt more menacing to you? Interesting. I found both of them very menacing, to be honest. Okay, let's make Nico happy, and then I really have to go.
A happy story all wrapped up. See you next time.
Thank you, Nico.
Come to think of it, this Mage's Lodge holds a special significance for me, too. A painting within a house within a painting, worlds within worlds. Fascinating, isn't it?
It is fascinating. Honestly, Masho, I was closest to crying when Lilupara passed. Yeah. Anyway, I do have to go. I'm so sorry. Fridays are really much shorter than other days. I just have too many things to do afterwards. So, I'm sorry, I have to go. Thank you everyone for joining and chatting with me and watching. And I hope to see you another day. Bye for now. Who did you cry for? I was very teary-eyed for Sandrone for when we lost Columbina, when she went to the other to the opposite side of the moon. Oh, bye, Mish, bye. And I think a few other times as well. But anyway, yes, I have to go.
A modicum of patience.
Thank you everyone so much. Bye for now. See you another time.